Good morning. My name is Reverend Mike Trotman, Rector of St. Peter's Church, and I speak on behalf of the landowner, the church, who fully supports the redevelopment of the church hall. This scheme will fund the final stage of our proposal to put this parish church back at the heart of our local community as the cornerstone of Ashley Cross once again. The existing church hall needs major improvements. It has condemned heaters, inadequate toilets, and it is financially unviable for the church to continue to subsidise the hall's running costs. Therefore, the church has already taken the decision to close the hall in early 2024, irrespective of the outcome of this planning application before you today. The hall is closing, and every existing hall user and community group is welcome to use the church. I'm passionate about making this happen, and I will be encouraging every single group that uses the church hall, including the Brownies, the uniformed organisations, the children, to use St. Peter's Church. St. Peter's Church is already increasingly being used as a community amenity, with a lunch club, drama group, and musical concerts happening on a weekly basis. We aspire to be a leading community facility, accommodating children's groups, uniformed organisations, exercise classes, art exhibitions, and evening performances. Several existing hall users, including Pilates, junior theatre, and a yoga group, are really excited about the opportunity to move their classes into the church space. The community activities held in the hall will not be lost, but be relocated to St. Peter's Church, which is only 180 metres away. The church nave offers 3 times the vacant event space compared to the hall. We're just finishing our initial church upgrades. We had planning permission for it, faculty, including 5 new accessible toilets, a brand new flexible seating arrangement to meet the needs of any social groups. The church is already becoming an enhanced facility, and the sale of the hall to the applicant will inject much needed funds to make the rest of this community project achievable. Planning Policy 26 allows for the redevelopment of this hall location, provided it can be demonstrated the loss would not result in a substantial decline in the range of facilities and services for local people. Following its closure, all the existing users of the hall shall be offered the use of the church with immediate effect. How exciting would it be to breathe new life into a church, enabling us to make a considerable civic, cultural, and economic contribution to the wider community? The planning officer considers that there's no guarantee the money from the hall's proposed sale will be used to complete the next stage of St. Peter's renovations. This is completely incorrect, because the church's trust and property officer has confirmed in writing that the funds must be spent on the St. Peter's renovation project alone. The landowner is very clear on how the funds must be spent, as legally it can only be spent on this community refurbishment project. The design of the houses is pleasant, in keeping, and will positively contribute to housing stock for families in the area. It also offers a new additional pavement to improve pedestrian safety, which is not required by policy and is supported by your highway officers. So this planning application will enable us to achieve our goal to become a wonderful, revitalised community facility, being used by young children, families, and people of all ages. Councillors, you can help us to reach out into our local community for the common good. I therefore implore this planning committee to embrace our bold vision and support us by approving this planning application for the redevelopment of the hall. One last thought, however: if you are in 2 minds, please defer this application to enable you to visit both the hall and the church, to understand what community facilities and services are offered in both locations, which are not being lost, but replaced with a much better opportunity. This is detrimental to the life of St. Peter's, to our parish and to our community. Thank you.